is biting me is different from what is biting you.
Yes.
And so I feel first is, what do you want? You get, what do you want? What are you looking at? And what we call comfort zone. Do you know that if I get to a store to buy a shirt and I saw that the price tag is 20,000, I'll shout, "Oh Jesus!"
Hi guys, this is Talk with Voice of Becca. On today's podcast, we have a friend of mine, a senior colleague, Mr. Onenson. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Becky.
Thank you.
All right, my name is Onenson Nkanu. I work with a media agency in Kanu. Although I work is kind of not location based, so I can work from anywhere I am. And basically, and then I call myself a human product manager. Yeah, basically that's it about me.
So what does a human product manager mean?
Oh, okay. I'm actually interested in the coaching industry. I do consulting.
Yeah.
And so when I transitioned into tech,
yes,
to become a product manager, I thought to myself, I didn't transition into tech to go and develop products.
Yes.
Because I like Instagram is a product.
Yes.
But I transitioned into tech in product management to be able to manage human because we are also products.
Yeah.
And so I combined my coaching experience to product knowledge to now convert it into a human product manager.
Okay.
Yeah, so
okay, guys. I think you have heard enough. We're just going to dive into why we're here. Okay, guys. So on today's episode, we're going to be asking Mr. Onenson on risk-taking on jobs. I'm sure you want to hear about that too. So, Mr. Onenson, based on experience, we want to know. I and the audience want to know the risks on taking jobs based on location.
Okay, like when you mean risks of taking job based on location, like moving to a new location?
Yes, okay, a graduate now wants to apply for different jobs that comes their way, but there's this job that's in, okay, for instance, I'm in Kano, there's this job in Lagos, there's this job in Abuja. Do I want to take that risk of going there to take exams? What if I don't get the job? There are so many things surrounding the job itself. What if? There's so many ifs. What if I don't get this job? What if I get the job and then accommodation is the problem? What if?
Okay, basically, I have experience in that. And what I will say is about comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah, because one, if you're applying for a job,
yes,
and the job location, for example, now we're using Kano as an example. I'm in Kano right now. I'm applying for a job, and the job location is in Lagos.
Yes.
The test and everything has to be in Lagos.
Yes.
So I have to travel, right? And then I don't know anybody there. But first, before I apply for the job, that means I want a next level. I want something new.
Yes.
I want money.
Yes.
You understand? Or I want to actually grow in my career or something like that. That's why I'm applying for a job.
Yes.
So that means I want to leave my comfort zone. So the more you make up the more you make up your mind to leave your comfort zone to apply for a job, you should be ready to follow up or take the risks that accompany that job. Personally, I really left a job, moved to a new location without having a job. Because why? Because I just wanted to change levels. I wanted to change my current state of life.
Okay.
So I know it's risky to move to a location that you don't have anybody and all of that. Yeah, it is. What do you really want to change? Do you want to grow? First, that's a question.
Yes.
What do you really want for yourself? It's not just about because I don't know anybody there. You don't need to know anybody to get to a new place.
Yes.
The thing you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to commit to that stress that comes with you moving to a new location? Are you ready to take up that responsibility of knowing that what if everything gets wrong? Are you willing to take up that responsibility of saying that, okay, yeah, I'm responsible, let me look for alternative ways?
Yeah.
But it's not easier to actually move to a new location when you don't have anybody or when you don't know anyone that can help you and all of that.
Yeah.
But I think if it is in line with what you want, take the risk.
Okay. So have you in any way taken that kind of risk before?
Yeah, in precisely 2020 during COVID, I resigned from a job in Canada that was very comfortable, moved to Abuja, where I had no house, like nobody to stay with and all of that. And I didn't even save for it. And it was during COVID. So imagine someone leaving a job that pays you very well during COVID where people are looking for jobs. I left it and moved to a new location where accommodation was an issue. When I left, I got to Abuja. Where to sleep was a problem that day.
Wow.
Yes. But I knew what I was going for. I knew that, okay, this will just be for a while. The end will be the reward for me. So I was willing to take that risk.
So what was like your motivation towards going to Abuja?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at what would be my benefit if I take this step. I compared staying back and moving. There were so many issues, there were so many things that come along the way of me making that decision to actually move. You understand? And so coupled with what was happening and coupled with what I would benefit later in the future, I was like, okay, no, this is what it is. Let me just take it. I went to Abuja that day. I had to call. I made calls. I served in Abuja 2015, and then I had to call a lot of people that I knew then. None of them was available to help me until a friend just showed up. I was like, okay, fine, come to my place. It was a village in Abuja. I went there. I was living in Nigeria in Nkanu, and I went to stay in a village.
Wow.
Yeah, when I got there, the money I had on me was just 100 and something thousand. I was thinking I would use an hotel, but hotel or COVID now, you can't even use it and all of that. Yeah. So I went to the village that same night. We paid for a place 30,000. For you to pay for a house 30,000 in Abuja, know that this is a tax house.
Definitely.
But I was willing to, because I knew that it's just temporary. And what I was looking at getting was bigger. And in just a short while, I bounced back to where I was and even tripled.
Wow.
You get? So yeah, so it was worth the risk for me.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's quite an encouragement for me. I don't know about you. But
I don't take the risks. We are not committed to taking responsibility.
Definitely. Thank you so much, sir. So I know some of us out there, including myself, want to take this kind of risk. So what advice do you have for us?
Okay, basically, it's hard to advise people because what is biting me is different from what is biting you.
Yes.
And so I feel first is, what do you want? You get, what do you want? What are you looking at? And what we call comfort zone. Do you know that if I get to a store to buy a shirt and I saw that the price tag is 20,000, I'll shout, oh Jesus! You understand? Because I'm not used to buying a shirt for 20k. So that's also a comfort zone. You are used to buying okay for 2k. It's fine. You get. So you have to look at yourself and see, are you willing to take this step? Are you committed to taking a responsibility? What are your preferences? If I take this, what will be my gain? If I don't, what will be my gain? You have to weigh and then compare which one is more heavier for you. If going forward to take that step, to move to that new location, to resign from that job and move to a new location, to take up a job that's away from where you are, to move to a place that you don't have anybody and all of that, and then staying back, weigh them and see which one will benefit you in the coming day. Because most of the time we actually look at now. We are not projecting of what will be for us in the next 2 days, the next 1 week, in the next 1 month. So weigh your options and now make a decision to say, okay, this is what I want. And please, I personally don't use the word risk, because the word risk is very heavy to the mind. So I use the word giving my life an opportunity to grow. That's what I use, not taking risks. Anytime I want to take a step that is different from what is conventional, I tell my son, does it work? They say, yeah, okay, give yourself a new value. You get? So I don't use the word risk. But if you have to use the word risk, please, in summary, weigh your options. Moving forward, what will be your benefit? Staying back, what will be your benefit? And then the moment you make a decision to step forward, please take responsibility of it, because when you get to that point where you've taken a step already and the thing is not working the way you have already projected, you're going to start regretting or trying to blame somebody. No, please, the moment you're willing to step forward, I'll repeat that. The moment you're willing to step forward, take responsibility of everything. Take responsibility of everything that comes from it. If it doesn't work well, say, I was the one that took that step. Don't blame anybody, because that's when mastery and confidence will start building up from inside. And trust me, your life will just have a different tone.
Thank you so much. I'm sure you got that, because I did. Thank you so much, Mr. Onenson. I really appreciate it. I'm sure the viewers also picked one or two things for what you have said. And thanks to my viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk with Voice of Becca, and also on all our social media handles.
Bye.